May I have a hug, please? A little more than 2 weeks ago, I discovered by accident that my husband of 7 years has been cheating on me and says that he's fallen in love with the other woman, a woman he's known since they were teenagers, and wants to be with her. They reconnected at a school reunion they both attended back in June. He's the president of the Alumni Association after not having seen each other for years. We have a young daughter and I am absolutely devastated by his admission. I thought that we had a happy marriage, and while he says that I have done nothing wrong and that I'm a good wife and mother, he says that he cannot change how he feels for this former schoolmate and refuses to even consider giving her up, let alone try to work on our marriage. I have a support system in place, but as I moved out of my home country to be with my husband, my support are all thousands of kilometers and several time zones away, and we are relegated to FaceTime, Skype, and Messenger. I will be taking my daughter back home with me once things have been arranged. I'm trying to be brave for my daughter, and I have good days and bad days, but this day, the sadness has returned and my support system is currently unavailable. If you've read this far, I thank you for any and all words of comfort support you have to offer. Update: okay, so I've decided to take him back, after swearing up and down to myself and others that I wouldn't. He, 38, me, 47. This whole thing came to a head so very quickly that it was kind of a knee-jerk reaction that I'd made before I realized I made it. I'll spare you the details of what's been going on since D-Day back at the beginning of August and refer you, if you're bothered, to click on my profile. Anyway, it would appear that the week I spent away from him and out of the country daughter's 3-year-old nursery school was on a week's break, so she was punted up to my mill. I didn't want to have to deal with her and play nicely with him during that week, so I left and went home to visit my family. Did something to make him realize that it was about to get real and what he was weeks away from losing. After he got back from seeing his AP for the last time, he realized that he did in fact love me more than he thought he loved AP, and he wondered how he could broach the subject of having a second chance. It took him a week after my return to tell me what he came to realize and asked me for a second chance. Incidentally, on our wedding anniversary, some might think that I'm a sucker for agreeing to take him back and trying to save the marriage, etc., 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 but I would tend to want to give him the benefit of the doubt as far as his sincerity about it goes. I noticed a distinct change in his behavior after I returned, as her behavior had all but stopped. No late-night phone chats on Friday and Saturday nights and randomly during the week, etc., and he'd made some random comments through the week that could be classified as showing signs of contrition, and while some might question the sincerity of the tears he shed when he asked for a second chance, I know that he doesn't take to that sort of thing lightly. I've only known him to cry twice before in the 8 years I've known him. On D-Day back in August, and on the day we were informed that I'd had a miscarriage back in July 14, I still have some misgivings about this, but I'm willing to work with him to make this work. Not sure why I'm posting this. Thank you for putting up with me, if you've reached this far. Update: how to find the words to say thank you to those who helped me. Hello, everyone. I'm 14 months post D-Day and almost 1 year reconciliation. I owe a huge debt of gratitude to my international support network that got me through the dark days of my marital problems. This support network includes you lovely people. Without rehashing what happened to my Facebook friends list as a whole, not everyone knows how close to the brink of divorce we came. I'm wanting to put out a blanket thank you message to everyone who was there for me and to tell them that we are doing okay as a family and that I will be eternally grateful to everyone. Any ideas as to how to word such a message? Oh, and preventing AP from seeing the thank you message is a good thing, yes? We became friends prior to D-Day after having been introduced by WS. Long story. Check my post history for TL Drive. As always, I am grateful to all of you for any and all advice you can offer. Story 2, I'm too innocent for all of this. I 50F was married for 25 plus years, my STBX was my first real partner and we married right out of college. Going through divorce now after husband was caught having multiple affairs. I've been trying to make new friends, just through social settings, not any old, but man do I realize how innocent the first am. Reddit is really opening my eyes. What advice would you give to someone like me? I don't even understand this world of dating and socializing. Update: WH filed for divorce this week. I got the papers a few days ago and opened them today. Upon reading them, I see that he lied on the papers about our separation date in order to make the divorce happen faster. Part of me just wants to go ahead and sign them and send them back, but the other part of me actually wants to regain some of the integrity I've lost and not play his lying game. I'm 70% thinking about not signing them, which only means that he will have to wait a little longer for the divorce to be final. He says he lied because we both need closure and just need to get this done. I feel like I compromised so much of myself during the last few years playing his games and keeping his secrets. Did anyone else deal with this? Update: it's like watching a train wreck about to happen. I told him during our whole last year together while he was cheating on me about all the consequences that were going to happen as a result of his bad decisions. I knew all our friends, our families, our world was going to support me and hate him. I knew he would lose his job and his position in life. It's complicated, but he was in a position of moral authority. I knew he was going to face terrible things like not being able to see our granddaughter who he is crazy about. I knew his mom's heart was going to be absolutely broken. It's happening, and it makes me so sad because I tried to prevent it all. Now I see his AP's Twitter and it's just so trashy and immature. They are still together, but nobody knows it except for me. I think as soon as our divorce is final he will perhaps own up to it and actually post he's in a relationship with her, but I can already see what that's going to do. She is 26, he is 52. She is supposed to take the seat at the table next to him at family Christmas. She will comfort him upon the death of his parents. I feel embarrassed for him. I feel shame for him. My sons already are so ashamed of what he's done. She is their age. He had multiple affairs, has a big problem and is one step away from pedophile. I guess I just wanted to post this because I know you guys know what it's like to see them doing things completely out of your control and know it will cause the people you love even more pain. I know it's not my burden to bear, but man, it is so hard. Update: milestones: 51 weeks of living on my own, doing things alone that I never thought possible after 29 years of marriage. I've done Thanksgiving, Christmas, 50th birthday, New Year's, Easter, anniversary, birth of a grandchild, driving across the country, 7 weeks of complete shutdown quarantine, first airplane flight, first car accident minor, first wedding by myself, and visiting old college friends without him. Every milestone has been painful, some more than others, but the pain seems to subside faster every time. I know there are more to come. Children getting married, children graduating from college, but I hope that time will continue doing its amazing healing work. And therapy, of course. My parents and my friends have commented to me this week that it is so nice to see me with joy again. I actually laugh and surprise myself to hear myself. It is a good feeling. I can honestly say that I'm not just surviving the infidelities, I'm overcoming them. Update: I thought I was doing well. The holidays went okay. Much better than the one before when XH had just left, and I didn't even know which way was up. My youngest has been visiting from college. I've had lots of activity in the house and it has been nice. Tomorrow he leaves, and I'm just so sad. I didn't ever expect to be living alone at this time in my life. I thought I had COVID this last week, thankfully negative, but there is fear about that as well. I am completely alone except for my dog. XH lives with his parents and has his AP to visit and be with from time to time. He is never alone. My best friend here just moved away, too, so there's that sadness combined with everything else. I just wanted to spout this out because I've been crying and you guys are my safe space. I know you understand. I do get it that it is better to be alone and have peace than to be with him and the misery of his cheating. I just miss what I thought I had, and I'm angry as hell that I am alone. Does that make sense? Update: my adult son is going to get married. My adult son is deeply in love and planning on getting married next year. I'm so thankful he is in love and wish them nothing but the best, obviously, but dang, it's hard. I think the hardest part is seeing his sweet ignorance and trust, something I think every young bride or groom should have, but I see myself in that and I grieve. This July would have been my 30-year wedding anniversary, and I was remembering how I trusted my husband 100%, gave myself to him completely, and was so hopeful for my future. I want that for my son and his new wife, and I'm grateful that his parents' recent divorce hasn't ruined him and his outlook on love. I just wanted to share this here with some people I believe understand me. Weddings are hard, too. I will obviously celebrate and support them fully, but I can't help but be internally sad. Story 3, he texted me instead of the AP and exposed himself. I am still in disbelief. I've been with my boyfriend Alex for 3 years. Great relationship, never had any mistrust towards him since he gave no reason to. First long-term relationship, today we were texting back and forth, just checking up on each other. He asked what I was up to, how my day was, etc. I finished my exam and sent him a screenshot of my grade, and asked what he is doing. He told me he was having a lazy day and chilling at home playing PS4 with his roommates. Not even 5 minutes after that he sends me a video of him driving on the highway saying, "Hey baby girl, almost there, can't wait to see you." Based on the landmark signs in the video, it's a city almost 2 hours away. I didn't even know how to respond and sent a bunch of question marks. He left me on read for 20 minutes and then said, "Oh shoot, sorry, that's an old video, lol. Good job on your test though." On the video, the dashboard of his car shows the date and time. When I tried to text him back, it wouldn't even deliver. Like I said, I feel like this came out of nowhere. Dude couldn't even come up with a reasonable lie. Not only am I dating a cheater, I am also dating a dumbass. After an hour, I pulled up to his place and asked his roommate, John, if I can pick up some stuff I left here. Of course, he wasn't home. He was surprised I was there and thought that Alex was taking me to dinner and a concert tonight in the city. At that point, I just started crying uncontrollably. He started helping me take all my stuff down. John called Alex, which went through, so he clearly blocked me. He asked Alex what he was doing on speaker and he said he was with me driving to the concert. John then tells Alex that I'm standing right here with him. Alex immediately goes, "Bro, really, dude?" and hangs up. I don't even know who this baby girl could be. Zero idea. There were no suspicious activities or anything that could point to this happening. None. I have been racking my brain for signs, but I am just blanking. I feel so foolish and heartbroken right now. I would have never expected this of him. Edit. I woke up to the most lovely and comforting comments. I'm going through and will be replying to everyone. I had a long drive to my mom's and fell asleep still holding my tub of ice cream. Cookie dough will never betray me, haha. Thank you to everyone. I'm sorry I had to meet such a wonderful group of people in such a sad community. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, honestly be thankful to the lords of technology that caused him to out himself, because as you say there were no signs and he is even lying to his roommates. You dodged a whole missile. It will be rough for a while, but you sound strong, you'll get through this. Redditor follow-up. I got similar me sent texts and also similar dumb level lies to account for them. Your boyfriend is extremely conflict avoidant or insecure, needing a sure thing in his pocket always, and didn't want to break up with you first, or he's entitled, a novelty or adrenaline seeker, and or a cake eater. Whatever the case, he has no problem trying to lie and engage in a secret life with major intentional planning level shenanigans. Smart move cutting things off now. Keep it that way. You're young and will find someone better. Redditor 2, damn. That was a lucky break for you. Usually, you have to play Sherlock Holmes to find proof. At least you found out. Now, it's time to leave. Op answer, honestly, I am seeing it that way too. It's crazy to think that if I never got that text I wouldn't have been none the wiser. I'm sure it would have come out eventually, but this was such a smooth outing, I'm shocked. Redditor 3, glad you dodged a bullet. Mr. Right will find you. Op answer, thank you for commenting. Hopefully one day. I'm just glad I found out now before sinking any more time into this relationship. All things considered, I am glad I made a somewhat smooth exit, albeit not the most dignified. Felt horrible for putting John into that situation. Much love to you. Redditor 4, I'm so terribly sorry. You sound very level-headed and reality-based. You'll get through this. Op answer, thank you. I'm just so distraught right now. His roommate has been incredibly kind and helped me take my stuff home. I just cannot fathom why he would do this. Whatever it may be, I'm done. I got my stuff out and I already blocked his socials number and deleted my social media for good measure. His roommate brought back Alex's stuff to their apartment. My classes are online, so I'm going to be staying at my mom's for the next couple of days for some support. Thanks for commenting. I feel really alone right now. Redditor 5, do not take his ass back. Also good on the roommate for looking out for you. And not only that, but his sorry ass knew he was wrong cause he lied to the roommate too. Clearly he wasn't thinking, because what would have happened if roommate asked you how the concert was and shit? You'd be like, what? And would have found out that way. I love how he's mad at everyone else for his lies. What a child. You deserve so much better than how he's treating you. Redditor 6, get tested. Try something new and fun: painting class, tennis lessons, hiking group to help keep your mind busy. Op answer, I didn't even think of getting tested. I'm going to go straight to the urgent care. Maybe I'll pick up a few new plants. I appreciate your comment and wish you the best.